Hi! Welcome back to my art channel. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet this fun little sweater. It uses the Picot Trellis stitch and it's a pretty easy pattern. It's 4 panels, front, back, and the sleeves, and so I'll walk you through all of that. I've made another one just like it. It's kind of become my favorite thing to make, so yeah, I figured I'd show it on so you could see how stinking cute it is. I've been using it as a cover up at the beach, and so yeah, it's great for that and it's super cute. So let's jump into it. So first, here are all of the supplies that I used for this pattern. My yarn called for a 5.5mm crochet hook. This will vary with yarn, so be sure to check on that. And I used this little tape measure to make sure I was getting all of my measurements correct. And of course, these little scissors to cut my yarn with. So the first thing that we are making are the 2 front and back panels. So what I did was I measured myself shoulder to shoulder to establish how long I wanted to make this, and for me it ended up being around 21 inches. So I started chaining, and you want it to be multiples of 5. And so I chained in multiples of 5 until I got close to 21 inches. And this for me ended up being 75 stitches in my first chain. To start your chain, you're going to want to begin with a slip knot, which I'm demonstrating here. And then you are going to yarn over and pull through that loop. Yarn over, pull through, and you're going to continue this in multiples of 5 until you get to the length that you have measured for yourself. Once you have chained the length of your panel, you're going to chain 2 more, and into that second chain, or the first one you just did, you're going to do a single crochet. So insert your hook into those 2 loops, yarn over, pull through those 2, yarn over, pull through those 2, and that's your single crochet. And now you're going to chain 5 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and count 5 stitches in your chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in that 5th one you're going to do another single crochet. So through those loops, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and you're going to repeat that. So chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, count 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, into the 5th one, single crochet. And you'll repeat that down this entire chain. So once you finish that row, you're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and turn your work. And you're going to do your first picot stitch into the 3rd stitch of that loop. So 3rd stitch, and you're going to start with a single crochet. So those, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and in that same 3rd stitch, you're going to do another single crochet. So yarn over, through, and now you're going to chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're going to count into the next loop, the 3rd stitch into that loop, and do another picot stitch. So start with your single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, in the same 3rd stitch, do another single crochet. And that's how you do the picot stitch. And you're going to continue doing these picot stitches down this entire row. When you get to the end of this row, you're going to do your last picot stitch. So chain 3, do the single crochet into that same 3rd stitch. And now you are going to chain 2 and do a treble crochet. So you do 2 loops around your hook, insert into that last stitch, yarn over, pull through that stitch, and then yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. And now you're going to turn your work and do a single crochet into that 1st stitch. And now you're going to chain 5 and repeat the Picot Trellis stitch. So count 3 into that loop and do your single crochet, chain 3, and do a single crochet in that same 3rd stitch. And you're going to continue this down this row once again. And you basically repeat rows 2 and 3 until you have your sweater as long as you would like it to be. So when you reach the end of this row, you're going to do that same transition again where you chain 6 and then crochet into the 3rd stitch of the 1st loop and do your Picot Trellis down that. And when you get to the end, you're going to chain 2, do your treble crochet, and it's back and forth until you're done with that panel. And once you have it, as long as you want your sweater to be, you can cut it and tie it off, and you have your panel. And you will repeat the same process for your back panel. And then for the sleeve panels, you do the same thing, but I did a shorter first chain, so I chained 55. I kind of measured how far around I wanted my sleeves to be, and so I did chain 55 and then the 2 at the end, but it's whatever you measure it to be, and the length, measure the length that you want your sleeve to be and do that however many rows it takes to get there. So now we will be connecting the front and back panels, and first you want to measure how big you want your neck hole to be, and then measure what that means for connecting on either side of that. And for me that ended up being about 6 inches on either side, and so you're going to want to count out how many stitches that is and do the same number on both sides. And then I connected these by doing a slip stitch. So first you do your slip knot, put that on your hook, and then slip stitch is very similar to the single crochet. So you're going to go through on both sides, and then you're going to yarn over and pull through all of the loops. And you're going to do this the whole way down till you reach what I measured to be 6 inches, and you should count your stitches that it takes you to get there because you're going to want to do the same number on the next side. So go through both again, yarn over, pull through all the loops. And once you've done all your slip stitches on both sides, you should have this little neck hole connecting your two front and back panels. So now we will be connecting the sleeves. So you're going to lay out the panels that you just connected and find the center, and then find the center of your sleeve panel. So you're going to line up those centers. You want these to be lined up, and do the same thing, connect them with a slip stitch. I used this spirally ring of mine as a stitch marker to make sure the middles were lined up, and then I began doing my slip stitches all the way down. Once you've connected those, you can really see your sleeve starting to take shape. So now, see how it's lined up there? You're going to want to do slip stitches all the way down the sleeve and connecting the rest of those front and back panels right there. All along there. Once you have connected both sleeves, done all those slip stitches, all that's left to do is weave in your ends and you're done. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video and have fun wearing your cute new self-made sweater, which is super cool when people compliment your outfit and you made it. So yeah, enjoy. See you next time.